Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes from managing our emotions. So you can identify your intuition to bring in that healthy relationship outside of yourself, but it starts from within yourself first, okay? And it starts with the essence of love, right? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, loving God, and loving beings. Did I say beings? Someone doing some sharp talking, okay? Someone's doing some very sharp talking, because into me, I think you could be a Gemini person, but you could just be in the energy of being very adaptable to someone's communication. Maybe someone's communicating something very serious because someone's very curious about something, okay? Maybe someone's clearing the energy, all right, of a challenge that's been very difficult because someone's being very cunning with their words. There seems to be a tense in situation when it comes to nervousness because someone's in the gossip energy, all right? You could be a journalist, you could be a salesperson, you could be a teacher, or you could be someone that's into lots of languages or accents, or very talkative person, because Geminis tend to like to talk, all right? So someone's probably in the energy of talking, okay? Because we're looking at the energy of someone's clearing a very toxic energy, okay? Maybe someone's being very cunning, so someone's being very sharp with their talking and clearing this energy, or running away from a very toxic couple, okay? Because it seems to be a stagnation, but it seems to be passion when it comes to someone's sharp talking. There seems to be delays and obstacles when it comes to crossing over from something very envious, okay? Now we're going into something more, the golden era. So we're coming out of a toxic, lusty, kind of obsessive, angry, lying, fearing energy. Because there seems to be a few people in your energy, maybe 5 people luring in envy and jealousy. Because now we can see the green eye. Someone's running away and making sharp talking. Could be a Leo person. You're going to have some victory. Could be in the energy of someone's trying to control someone's ambition, maybe. Or maybe someone trying to control someone's investments. Or someone's very envious. Because there seems to be frustration in the air. Because someone's very thirsty. They're seeking for money, status, or maybe power. Very rigid with their conversation or their control. There seems to be a lack of control and lack of ambition when it comes to maybe farming something. Or maybe when it comes to creating music within the air. Because you know what, right? Everything, most people feel as if they can make a success out of badness. Why don't you try something else now, collective? Coming out of that dark energy, because someone seemed to be quite promiscuous. They went into a promiscuous situation impulsively without thinking, lack of control. So maybe someone has a lack of control when it comes to promiscuity. They lack that adventure. Okay, so now someone's coming out of that situation. Maybe a Gemini person feels like they can't control. Maybe a fire sign person when it comes to promiscuity or being a player. So now someone's being very vocal. So there seems to be a snake in someone's energy. All right, maybe someone plays with crystals. I wouldn't do that stuff, to be honest. I may have some, but nah. You're looking at healing. Maybe someone feels like they're angry about someone being a player. So now they're healing. Into me, I think, because into me, I know a passion has become anger, envy, jealousy. So now someone doing some sharp talking. There seems to be stagnation. Could be a Libra person. But you're probably in that energy of being very sharp talking to your friends or your partner. Or maybe your marriage, because now you're in the energy of thinking, maybe I need to look at my own individual relationship with myself, especially when it comes to maybe contracts with partnerships, you know. Because sometimes you can't mix pleasure with love sometimes. Because when the love is over, you're still stuck in a contract maybe. Because someone went into a contract with passion for one reason, promiscuity. So now someone has to heal, all right? Because now we're looking at spirituality can come with challenges. But if you go within yourself, you can find the green light within yourself. All right. You are the star. So maybe looking at 2 stars within yourself. All right. Or maybe you're thinking about 2 stars are meant to be inspiration. But no, they're walking on cold ice. So now someone's stability or groundship is on shaky ground, icy ground. Someone's slipping because someone went within and seen the truth behind maybe an Aquarius person, maybe a Virgo person went within and saw the truth about Aquarius person. So he's into me. I've worked on my healing. When it comes to promiscuity, I'm controlling that play energy of mine. I've got to be very sharp when people are coming to me with promiscuity. Somebody was working with someone, maybe a Gemini person, but he came in with promiscuity. Now someone's very angry because there seems to be manipulation. There seems to be deception. So there's a snake in the grass when it comes to someone's stability or someone trying to heal. Someone's been poisoned by the devil. So in the air, there seems to be sharp talking about Two of Cups. Someone's jealous about Two of Cups. So someone's got a different perspective about God's Two of Cups. Or maybe you feel like you're in a toxic partnership and the passion has died down. The passion is now turned to anger, envy, jealousy. Now someone's running away because it's become a very difficult situation. Now someone's running away from that. Maybe their groundship is because there's a Two of Cups. Maybe someone's running into a Two of Cups. Or maybe the Queen of Wands is a pushy, demanding, overbearing woman, very vengeful, and she's looking at someone's passion. And she's very envious and jealous. Maybe she's looking at someone's passion for healing. They've gone within and seen the truth. Or for some of you, there's a Queen of Wands. Okay, maybe she's angry about someone's passion. Or someone running away from an Aquarius person. And they've gone within and seen the truth about Two of Cups. And they're angry about it. Maybe they're angry with a fire sign person. The way they dealt with a Two of Cups. It brings challenges and obstacles. And for some of you, there's a woman in a Two of Cups that thinks someone is absolutely gorgeous, courageous. They don't care about no devil energy. They can tackle that. Because someone's had a light bulb. Someone's had a light bulb that there was a red flag when it comes to someone's ships coming in. When it comes to being passionate about a project maybe. Or passionate about a movement. So now someone's probably packing their bags to do healing. Could be a Queen of Wands. Maybe she's angry about a masculine that's immature when it comes to like his emotions. Could be a water sign person. Maybe they've sat down or they haven't sat down because it's all over the place. Because maybe he's being controlled by the devil energy. Too toxic. So she's seen this red flag and she wants to move, maybe sail away to healing. Maybe someone's gone on a boat to see the stars for themselves. Yeah, maybe, what did I just say? I said she just went on a boat. Maybe she's gone on a boat. Maybe she's gone on a trip by herself. Maybe she likes the water. Bring some peace to herself so she can see within herself. Maybe she's really angry. She's got to pull herself together, maybe. You know, that bring that calmness to the mind, you know? Because she sees a difficult situation. Maybe with a Gemini person or Aquarius person. Or maybe a Virgo person. Go within. But never, ever allow the tarot to force your intentions, your energy, or your action. You have to rely on your own intuition. But someone's walking with love on their sleeves, and someone's walking with passion and promiscuity, being very manipulative. Okay, it could be a fire sign person or a Capricorn person, but someone's probably controlling, being promiscuous. Or maybe someone's being very sharp to distorted women, saying, no, I've done that, been there, done that, I'm done. But someone's sailing away, bringing the mind to calmer waters because they're going within to see themselves. Maybe they said they've had enough of someone being very cunning when it comes to their emotions. So now they're thinking of healing. And then making that lifestyle change, a very quick change. Maybe someone's seen a message, maybe from a Virgo person to a Sagittarius person. Or a Sagittarius person is working on a message, but coming from the truth. Because there seems to be a few red flags. There seems to be the truth floating in the air. But somebody wants to come down and bring calmer waters. Maybe someone's relocating. Maybe from a Taurus or maybe an institution. Or maybe a spiritual group. Or religious group. But we're looking at maybe the higher self. Getting advice. A spiritual advisor maybe for some of you. Or you've gone into a partnership. And a Gemini is being very sharp about his words. It could be a very manipulative person, angry about 2 of Cups, dealing with a distorted feminine, that's a Queen of Wands. He's gone within and seen that light. But there's also some of you that's dealing with a Queen of Wands. And she wants to move from a water sign person. So there's 2 different Queen of Wands on the table. But we're looking at the emotions of immaturity. We're looking at intuition. We're looking at being like a student, learning. Maybe about love. But it seems to be a red flag. Someone doesn't have any intuition. It's just promiscuity. Very manipulative, deceitful person. It could be a Queen of Wands. Very pushy. Very materialistic person. Very shallow. Very shallow person. She likes to be on a pedestal. Maybe she's married to a King of Wands. I mean, a King of Swords. Maybe just a toxic fucking couple. Or maybe she's seeing this Gemini person making a quick lifestyle change. He's saying, I'm done. I want to find a soulmate. Maybe this King of Swords is thinking about a Scorpio or Cancer person. Or maybe this Queen of Wands as well is thinking about a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. It could be 2 different couples. But they both look at the immaturity of maybe a passion when it comes to love. They're looking at the passion. Because someone's lying. Someone's lying about it being intuitive. Or someone's lying about their feelings. Someone's lying about being a friend. And someone's taking action and ability to see this lie. Because they've looked at their own cup of love. Because it starts from self, man. They've had that light bulb moment. There seems to be an empty chair because someone's lying. There was a red flag. Now someone's moving because there seems to be empty barrels. Barrels of quarrels. Not quarrels of barrels of love. It's more quarrels of barrels of quarrels and more barrels of barriers. And more barriers and no healthy barriers. It's just toxic situations with a King of Cups. Maybe there is an authority, maybe looking at the situation. Maybe the Emperor is taking authority. Someone keeps looking back at King of Cups and the King of Cups keeps acting like he doesn't know shit, but he does. He brings difficulties to Aquarius person, but his mind feels like he's coming to calmer waters. Because now there seems to be a new change. Someone needs to have healthy boundaries when it comes to their own creation. Someone needs to block maybe a Taurus person or a Leo person because it's become a difficult situation when it comes to planting. Too many third-party people. It's always got like an agenda for a Wheel of Fortune. Someone's going for a turning point though when it comes to spirituality, religion, or maybe a higher level of commitment. It's deception, maybe for a Cancer person. Deception, lying, stealing, cheating. Because now we see like there's an offer when it comes to investments. Someone's manifesting, but it's manifestation. Someone's manifesting romance. They see this insight of challenges, obstacles, delays on their pathway. Someone feels like they miss an opportunity when it comes to options. Someone's watching someone on the internet or someone's watching someone's world coming down with a lover, Gemini person. Someone is relying on someone that's coming to an end, maybe a Leo person. Maybe someone's seeing into a situation. They made a decision, a judgment when it comes to security, maybe with an investment person. Maybe someone's seeing a lawsuit or bringing balance, finding truth when it comes to a battle, when it comes to the cup of love. Someone's holding back from their own love, maybe, or holding on to love. Comes to wish fulfillment from happy ever after. Somebody's working on thinking about being a soul, having a human experience, but it's coming with a burden when it comes to sparkling ideas. Somebody was juggling when it comes to someone's pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. It's looking at work, fame, with a Leo. But it says somehow someone's trying to balance or trying to be patient when it comes to an investment, but it's rubbish. rubbish. That's why someone's become defensive and heartbroken. Because it's rubbish. This investment was just a scam. It's been highlighted though. Someone needs to balance their emotion, be patient, and put all this old investment away. All that money went down the chute. But you got to focus on your own foundation. Maybe a Leo person defending their heart because it's broken. Maybe about an air sign person, about the truth. Now they're worried. Or maybe someone thinking about Queen of Cups. Or someone thinking about someone's very loving. That's the Empress. And the Empress says, thank you. A Queen of Swords. That's single. Went through betrayal. Somebody walked away. Maybe a fire sign person, now defensive, because you're looking at an entrapment with a Taurus person, and maybe a friend with a Cancer person for an estate or a house. The King of Wands is looking at different perspective about delays, obstacles, and taking a leap of faith when it comes to God, your intuition, and your psychic gifts. Someone feels left out in the cold, maybe a Taurus person or a Queen of Wands. Take it as it resonates. Someone's happy about someone maybe feeling left out in the cold. But Gemini masculine, when it comes to investment donations, it seems like someone's being very, very talkative, going towards maybe a Taurus person when it comes to donations. Someone's very angry with a Taurus person when it comes to money. When it comes to controlling someone's investments. Gemini person wants to run away maybe from a Taurus person. Take it as it resonates. But we're seeing someone being very cunning, very gossipy. There seem to be flying monkeys in the air. Someone's been very talkative about ending, going towards ending control of the devil energy. They've got a different perspective about a distorted feminine. Maybe an Aries is thinking about the situation, taking control and authority, the Emperor. Someone is not the Emperor. Someone's very angry, man. Too controlling. Yeah, they feel like they lost out. Someone trying to control their feelings, or someone was trying to control ending maybe now. Ending, feeling left out in the cold, or feeling like I can't turn around to a 2 of Cups. Because there's 2 cups on the table, but someone's angry and jealous about 2 of Cups. It could be a Gemini person, or a Scorpio, Cancer person, or a Taurus or Capricorn person, or a Queen of Wands. But the Queen of Wands is one Queen of Wands. She's thinking, I think she's very angry about someone's promiscuity, about someone being very immature with their emotions, and how they went away from an Aquarius person, a healer, a starseed. Then there's another one that's dealing with a Queen of Wands, is a King of Swords. He's thinking of a difficulty with a pushy, over demanding, overbearing person that's very vengeful. They're very immature and keeps giving difficulties. Now this Gemini wants to walk away and do healing, and that's coming for a very fast change. That's making her angry. Maybe she feels like left out in the cold. But someone's passionate about happily ever after. They want to turn around to a 2 of Cups. It seems like this Queen of Wands, maybe they broke someone's heart, done fake promises, doesn't want someone to look around to see a bridge. So now, maybe there's a businessman, or there is a King of Pentacles. That's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, or a fire sign person. That's a businessman. Went right into the snake manipulation, deception. Deception, maybe a Leo person, deception. When there's deception, you've got to look in your inner self, your inner strength, and tame that beast. Okay? So you don't get too clouded about a situation or a person that's put you in the energy of anger, because someone is jealous and being very cunning. There's a con actress, or someone being very overbearing and jealous. But you got to tame that beast within yourself, because you got the inner strength, okay, and the willpower to bring in healing. Someone feels very inspired by maybe a Aquarius person, a King of Pentacles. He's probably gone within himself, done grounding for his own security. Maybe he's seen his own truth, his own star within himself, or he's seen a Aquarius person as a star. But someone is slipping on very icy ground. And now maybe his King of Pentacles is thinking about fairness, balance, truth, justice when it comes to his own healing or inspiration. He's very happy, maybe with an Aquarius person or a Leo person, but it's being very blunt talking because every ending has a new beginning, all right? Go within and seek your own truth, all right? Do the work. Someone's doing the work. When it comes to going within, someone's a truth seeker. When you seek the soul, you seek the self. When you seek the self, you seek within yourself for clarity. And that will give you a quest for your own personal truth when it comes to your own Two of Cups. So maybe someone's Two of Cups put them in their own journey of a Two of Cups, and it's just been a domino effect. So now we're seeing a spiritual enlightenment, maybe. So now this coming to an end, to a shady ground, or someone being very cold, because now someone's seeing the green lights. So we're looking at the energy of maybe uniting when it comes to fairness, balance, and truth. Someone's being very artistic because they're very balanced. Maybe looking at a very charming person, an Aquarius person, a very extroverted but popular loner, a peacemaker, or you're looking at a judge or a dancer you think is going to be a star. Take out it resonates, all right? Or this masculine could be a designer, you know, in cloths and stuff, fashion. Maybe he's made a star out of it once upon a time, or he was a model once upon a time. Or he was a performer. He was very successful, but he's gone within and done his own quest. Someone's turned their back, though, and looking at their own personal quests, because maybe they've been inspired by a Aquarius person, because there's more to be revealed when it comes to earthly matters. Okay, because every ending has a new beginning. Maybe there's a Leo person defending their belief when it comes to ending, maybe with a Gemini person, or defending a Two of Cups. With every ending has a new beginning. Someone's very ambitious, though, and you've got that confidence, collective. Be a competition to yourself. Maybe you're going into acting or teaching, or maybe just a sports person, or just an inspirational speaker, or maybe you're writing a book or something, but you could be a performer sparking ideas. Go within yourself. You've got so much more to offer. Maybe you feel a bit wounded. Maybe you've done it once before. It was a little bit difficult. No, just learn from it, man. Just learn. If you made it once, you could do it again. Every ending has a new beginning. You know? Maybe someone's too overly critical. Just be careful of the people, things, and places around you. All right, collective? We're looking at a Two of Cups, though. Two of Cups. Oh, Two of Cups comes with self-love. Self-love. Someone's ending a deception. And wants a happy ever after. Maybe with an Empress. I just saw the Empress energy. But look at your own sparkling ideas. You might be a bit wounded at the moment because due to a burden. Maybe with the King of Cups, lying, stealing, cheating. Okay. But maybe this information went back to the Emperor. But no, maybe the Two of Cups energy is single. Because it comes with, like, I know everyone loves that train of thought. It comes your action, your characteristics about, oh, I'm independent. But are you really independent? Because does things come to a halt because whoever you relied on that bring a burden is now gone? They took most of your burdens. So now the question is, are you independent or are you self-sufficient? There's two different, it's very different when it comes to planting your foundation. Maybe someone wants to write your letter and say sorry, or this Queen of Wands keeps writing angry messages or something to the King of Swords, maybe, because he wants to be single. Maybe he feels that energy, that sparkling energy to be on his own for a while, because now he feels maybe he's connected to a soulmate person, and he feels like he can be more self-sufficient, being a bachelor for a moment, or someone's ending someone being single. Maybe someone wants to send a message. But you got to look at your own foundation, people. You can't rely on people. Balance your own foundation. Say, for instance, if you want to write a book, make sure you can write a whole book by yourself. You can put a whole picture in front of a book by yourself. You can try to even edit it by yourself. Try all of that by yourself. That's self-sufficient. So when people come in, it's not a burden. Everyone's self-sufficient. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone will know their lane. I hope you understand. Because it seems to be, someone's got a sparkling idea, but it seems to be flags, red flags. for this King of Pentacles. So this King of Pentacles has to use his intuition and come out of the mindset of materialism and more in the mindset of seeking his own truth, his own purpose. So he can go with no baggage, no expectations, because it seems to be there's a forced situation going with an earth sign person or a Queen of Wands. It could be an earth sign person that acts single, and there's one that could be married and just acts like a twat. Very immature, man. Maybe two women in someone's energy. Maybe take it as it resonates. I'm just a reader. But never, ever, 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 ever make any of my readings be forced, all right? You have to learn about your own intuition to bring in your own balance. Say, for instance, you're outside. Let's describe a boat, all right? Maybe you see a kind of like a boat moving. That could be as a chariot. You see 6 people in the boat and they're all talking. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is someone's moving, whether it's in a difficult situation they're talking about, or is it they're talking about something that will bring their mind to calmer waters for this King of Cups. So really, tarot is everywhere. It's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Because within the universe, what is it? Images is everywhere. And it's letters that just letters and words or whatever, it describes the images. Do you know what I mean? Before the King of Cups was drawn or whatever, it had to be labeled, right? Exactly. Everything has an image and everything has a label. So you don't have to rely on tarot readers, rely on your own intuition, because someone's got a sparking idea. Don't waste it on pernicious, because you got to focus on too many pernicious, you know? Maybe this is a player. It's King of Pentacles. Could be a fire sign person or earth sign person or a water sign person. You lot are too damn fucking immature. Too immature, man. It's not bringing you up reliability. You got to rely on your own intuition. Bring that balance with your own emotions. This could be 2 people lying about their money and their emotions, their friendship. It's just too much. Too much. So somebody acts like they're single. They're not single. And one is married, and that's a forced marriage. Maybe they got 2 children. Maybe a Virgo person or maybe a water sign person. Maybe they got 2 children. Or maybe someone's lying about someone wanting children, but they just wanted that lifestyle. Because she's going for a tower moment. 2 women, 2 fucking immature. They're not intuitive, they're dark entities. And now they feel unloved. Or that's just them, that's just their foundation. But once you move away from these immature people, maybe a Gemini person or a Leo person or a King of Cups, victory. Just tie up that want to lose end. There you go, success. Turn your back on these immature people, an earth sign person or a fire sign person. 2 women. Gemini masculine feels like maybe he went into something and he's running right back out. He just feels it's too dark. But someone's ending though for Gemini masculine. Maybe an earth sign person wants to end a Gemini masculine. Earth sign person. You see, people are immature, you know. Because if you're not going to sit down and have discussions about money, about other people being manipulative, acting as a friend in these chairs, don't you look, put your light bulb thinking, when you're sitting beside these people, don't you look think, if you can talk about your husband like that, your investor like that, and you're not serious, angry, blah, 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 one day you're going to be like that to me. And this is where this immaturity comes from. These 2 definitely ain't fucking friends. But maybe looking at Emperor, Leo person, looking at sparkling ideas, coming out of a difficult situation for balance, fairness, truth, because now spiritual core has seen this situation and said, no, this is madness. We've got to bring in some balance around here. And that's just why there's the blunt truth. Maybe about as King of Swords. Maybe about King of Swords or maybe about God. Take it as it resonates. But King of Swords said, I'm out, man. This is just way too much for my, maybe my, I don't know, qualification, credentials, whatever it is, information. But once you have your discernment, then like, you can take control of all of this. Easy. Discernment, truth, transformation, So someone's transitioning from a sparkling idea to something solid. Someone's making some movements, taking that new beginning. Someone thought they were taking a new beginning. This masculine, he's fucking manipulative as well. There's 2 kings of swords on this table, and one is just not it, man. He's a toxic mother. Yeah, he's a Yeah, I wouldn't give this person sparkling ideas. I'll tell him to jump home. Yeah, end it with a demon. Like, no, forget it, man. Forget it. Make that man be single, man. You lot gotta be careful the people you sit with. Because when it comes to selling your boat, that's you with your intuition. So you can go with no expectation, no baggage. Because the soul of the self can get your answers to help you bring groundship, truth, joy, passion. Someone needs to heal from the mother and father issue. There's too much thoughts about it in the front of their mind. Do you understand? But someone needs to understand what's sailing your boat. Do you understand? Is it immaturity or you're being mature? Someone needs to pack their bags because they're very immature. Use your intuition. Because there seems to be a situation where someone has got the steering wheel, all right? But it's not them steering their own life. It's someone else. It's your devil energy, man. Is your boat being steered, all right, by envy, jealous, okay, gold, oil, diamonds that bring you in to make that devil energy drive your own ship of your relationships to become a piece of shit into obsession in sessions of sexuality till you always promiscuous, so you always find in a man that brings you money. What's going on? Is it greed? Is it envy of yourself or of others? And you're projecting. You've got to sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Look at your friends. Tell me who you are. Look at your friendship groups. It's your friendship groups. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Or fake, false, immature. Maybe Captain Saverhose for a King of Pentacles. You know? So maybe there's 2 businessmen or 3 businessmen, 2 are air signs and 1 is an earth sign. Or 1 is a fire sign. Pay for it. Gemini, come off the table, bro. You're just a backstabbing little wank. You act like a friend and you're not to an Aries person. So that's going to be another downfall for someone. You don't like to steal too much, but you're not even stealing the right things that make you look protected. No, you're not. Go and steal your own intuition. Stop stealing people's wallets to make a wall for yourself of outlets of nothing. Nothing. It's madness. Nothing. Just downfalls, ruin, tower moments, unwanted changes. If you know the devil energy is not good, why would you use it? If it hasn't worked for your fellow people in all the generations we've been on live, we went to school, people. We studied history. We know war ain't working. We're in it now. Is it working? No. So you broke your own heart, building your own foundations on what? Dark energies when you know it don't fucking work. It works for a moment. Maybe you're all happy, acting like friends. No, you're not friends. You're just looking for stability, security, abundance, but in the wrong freaking way. Now, maybe the Emperor's heartbroken. Heartbroken, why? Lying, stealing, cheating, Capricorn person, controlling the devil energy. Go within. They saw the devil. It's like in my dream yesterday. I had a dream yesterday. There was a group of people in a room and they said, I predicted, me, years ago. I wrote it down in email. I got email, date and time. I sent to a Leo person that is got earth sign person, that's a devil person, Genevieve Nadia. So they all went in and they were like, right, she actually predicted Elon Musk, yeah, that's his name, Elon Musk and Hallie and DDG, all right? Because DDG wanted the baby. She said at the door, give my baby back. I said, give her back her fucking baby. And then there was a point where Elon Musk was somewhere he's not supposed to be. It's forbidden. And I saw people in black suits dragging Elon Musk. Now, this was maybe last year or maybe 2 years ago, because I've been eating Adiwali every day for 5 years because I dream about him nearly every day and I get 6 dreams a night. Standard, all right? So now, in this dream, they were talking about the situation in this room. And then suddenly someone else comes in from the right and they came in and was listening to the conversation and they said, yeah. And she said, and they talked about Elon, and they talked about Harry, and then they all looked, and then they said, Genevieve's next. So now we're looking at a situation. Someone's lying, stealing, cheating, keeps looking back at this King of Cups. King of Cups thought he'll come out of difficulty with a Leo person or with a Gemini person. No, you're not. He's not. He's a lying, scheming person. He's an opportunist. He probably drinks a lot. Probably got an addiction. He's trying to hide. Very immature person. He was looking for maybe his intuition. Lying. He's not intuitive. King of Cups. He's not. He's missing an opportunity. Juggling. Bringing difficulties. Now he feels this entrapment now. Why? Because he tried to entrap a King of Swords, a Leo person, all for victory. You all should know. I'm not going to say the star signs no more. You lot got to learn your own damn intuition. You lot, your friends, man, you lot sit down with and go on boats with, sailing with. You lot thought, yeah, we're inspiration. Yeah, we're healers. Yeah, we're start. No, stop. Red flag. Stagnations, obstacles, delays, to your own projects. Why? Stealing, lying, stealing, cheating, Gemini person when it comes to the foundation. When it comes to messages from a Taurus person, from a Leo person. Now, Leo's got to take that leap of faith and get his ass back in that chariot, because now someone's worried about stagnation when it comes to going to someone's community to be romantic. Maybe an Aries person, or a Sagittarius person, or a Leo person, the Emperor, looking for a turning point with a Gemini person. Why? Because he worked with a Taurus person, this King of Wands. Now he's looking at his counterpart. I don't know what's going on over there, but boy, someone's very passionate. Remember, walk in love, talking truth. I love you guys. Bye.